Hi everyone! This video is about a high school girl who, after being bullied and discriminated against because of being perceived as ugly, masters the art of makeup to transform into a gorgeous goddess. This is a South Korean drama called True Beauty, based on Line Webtoon of the same name by Yaongyi. In the description at the end of the video, there will be a list of original soundtracks. Don't miss it. And of course, this is video without spoilers for ending. If you like this video format, then subscribe and like it. Thank you for attention. Let's get started. In the center of the plot is a schoolgirl named Lim Joo-kyung. All her life, she endured ridicule, was discriminated against by her family, and abused by classmates because she was considered ugly. When she was little, after watching a cartoon, she decided to become like a princess, but her peers bullied her and she decided not to be like a girl. She fell in love with horror comics and hard rock. Now, she is a high school student who is optimistic and positive about many things, except for her appearance. She likes the kitchen worker at school, and she wanted to confess to him, but she was rejected and treated badly, causing her heartache. Her classmates filmed it on the video and also mocked her. It was very difficult for her. She was bullied all her life, and she thought that no one needs her. She was climbing to the roof of the building and wanted to jump off, but changed her mind at the last moment. But at the same moment, a student came to the roof and saved her. He thought that she wanted to jump. He began to scold her and ask her not to kill herself. Late at night, while browsing the internet, she came across makeup tutorial videos. But at first, she didn't manage to put on good makeup. Then she watched videos more and more and became a self-taught makeup expert with a little help from a lot of video tutorials on the internet. At the same time, her family had difficulties and they decided to move to the old house that they had lived in before, and she moved to a new school. What she learned online changed her life. On the first day at school, her peers called her a goddess, and she made friends. She was very happy. Despite her newfound popularity, Joo-kyung still considers herself ugly and is most afraid that her peers will see her real face. On the same day, she was walking without makeup and saw a comic book store and entered. There, she wanted to read comics but ran into a student. It was Lee Soo-ho, her classmate from school. Fortunately, he wasn't recognize her. She was embarrassed and ran away. She tiptoed around him at school, afraid that he would reveal her secret. But they met several times in a comic book store when she was without makeup, and he didn't know that she was Joo-kyung, her classmate, and began to get to know each other better. One day she was shopping, suddenly met with guy. Soon she found out that his name was Han So-jun, her classmate. He was Soo-ho's former best friend. Soo-ho and So-jun were very popular among the female students at school, but they were opposite of each other. Soo-ho is very popular due to its attractive appearance and the fact that he is the best in class. His dysfunctional family and the tragic incident a year ago turned him into an icy boy who hates being in center of attention. He was Sojun's best friend, and Han Sojun is a handsome and no less popular student at his school, who despite his harsh appearance is a kind, loving and gentle person, especially towards his mother and sister. He was previously Soo-ho's best friend and former idol trainee, but a tragic incident a year ago led to him abandoning his past fame and severing his friendship with Soo-ho, with whom he has since become extremely hostile. Late at night, Soo-ho called Ju-kyung and wanted to meet her. She doesn't know who he wanted to meet, the girl from the comic book store or the classmate beauty. He wanted to meet a classmate, but a girl from a comic book store came, and in the end he found out her secret. She asked him not to reveal her secret. In response, he said, "You will do everything I ask." And she became like a slave to him, doing whatever he wanted. He thought it was all a joke and wanted to spend time with her, but it was torture for her. And she was hurt because even her family didn't support her. When she put on makeup, her mother wanted to throw away all her makeup. It was very hard for her. One evening, Sojun saw them, and he didn't want Soo-ho to be happy. After that, Sojun kept up with Ju-kyung at school, and this angered Soo-ho. In the end, they got into a fight. Ju-kyung stood between two sworn enemies. Everyone thought they were fighting over her. Ju-kyung denied it, and her friends sent her on a blind date, if it wasn't true. There she met some guy and watched a movie. Soo-ho found out about it, and he secretly persuaded them. And suddenly he saw that someone was kissing there, and thought it was Ju-kyung. Fortunately, it wasn't them. Here you can see a reference to another drama. Extraordinary You. The date was good, but this guy was womanizer, and nothing worked out between them. Ju-kyung and her friends Soo-ho and Sojun soon strike up an unlikely relationship, unrevealing secrets, sharing their pain, growing up together, and seeking solace in each other. Soon, Soo-ho and Sojun realize that both like Ju-kyung. And besides, her former classmates found out who is she now, and they decide to mock her again. What will happen to her next? Will there be a second season? Are you waiting to? Write a comment. As promised, a list of original soundtracks. If you like this video, then subscribe and like it. Thank you for attention. Have a nice day.